So I did see the film Gran Turismo. My bad. And honestly, I was kind of on the fence, but then when I found out that Neill Blomkamp directed it, it made me want to check it out. He read out the synopsis. So in this film, it's kind of based on a real life story, but the events play out, a little bit differently than a real story. So mostly the characters are intact, but basically, a working class gamer, a former race car driver, and an idealist motorsport executive risk it all to take on the most elite sport in the world. So what we have here in this film, our main character, I think it's Ian or Jan, or can't remember how to pronounce it. He's the kid, and he races on this video game all day. So one of the executives approaches Nissan about trying to put some more vigor into their racing program. He's like, there's so many people that play this game, you know what I'm saying? Millions of people play this game. If we could build a contest around it to find our next driver for our racing team, that will be a big boost to our visibility. So they basically put out a challenge for all the top racers to enter this event. And those top racers will then be put into a program that's going to transition them to driving real race cars. So our kid wins it, and it goes from there, man. And I think this thing works, man. It's a pretty cool film. Like another film where a lot of criticism I seen aimed at it was aimed at the premise and it not being much new brown broken. And I'm like, bro, what can I tell you? I know I'm going to see a car
story though. So yeah,
but also I know I'm going to see a movie about racing. They're going to race in it, and there's going to be racing shit in it. There's probably going to be another racer that he has a rivalry with, and he's got parents that don't want him to do it. So you're going to see the scene. Like, yo, do something better with your life, kid. And like, we know, but like, dog, like, I still think if you done well, that shouldn't be a knock against the product, the final product, and I think this was done really well, dude. Like, that's what surprised me. I was highly entertained. I can't say if you want to put on the scale, like, Ford versus Ferrari is going to be the art house version of this same film. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And I love Ford versus Ferrari, but I think this film is good too. It's just different. It's a little bit more of a popcorn film though. You know what I'm saying? And it's execution. So we get really good racing scenes. We also get a real great performance from so Archie Madakwe plays our Jan Ian character, and we also get David Harbour, who plays Jack Salter, who becomes his racing coach and trainer, and we're going to get those Rocky and Mickey scenes. That's basically what this is. But it still plays out. It's really well done. David Harbour is really great playing the grumpy, grizzled veteran, trying to teach this young punk, you know what I'm saying, how to race. We get racing rivalries and beefs, and the racing looks good. The racing scenes are really shot well. I mean, we going into the game, we get the video game footage because he's racing that game. But then when they get to the track racing part, it's really well done, dude. There's moments where I'm watching him racing these other races, and I'm on the edge of my seat. Literally, I'm leaning forward. It was me and one other dude in this theater. He was on the same back top row as I was on the opposite side, and I would look over it, and my man would be like this, leaning forward in his seat as I'm leaning. Like it pulled me in. It's a good movie, dude. Like, will it win in the awards? I don't know. There could be some sound editing or effects nominations, but outside of that, I just think it was a good, fun time, man. This is something that I would probably watch again down the line because I know how it plays out, just to soak in the visuals and seeing it play out. We also get Jaimin Hansu, who plays the kid's dad, and finally he's in a movie where he has a last name. But I don't know if this counts because he's playing a real life character. So, okay. But he's good in here, man. He's playing the kid's dad. I saw a review that somebody said he's underutilized. I'm like, well, this ain't his story. He did what he had to do to come in and tell the kid to go to college or make, Yeah. And I think he does it really well. Dude, there's a scene at the end where things go down, and he's kind of accepted that his son is going to be this driver, and he decides to encourage him. And he hugs, man. I almost shed a tear, bro. I was like, man, if y'all hating on this, man. So, I don't know, dude. I don't like the state of film criticism now. I feel like sometimes people want to seem like they're so smart and clever and they're above certain kind of entertainment, and then they get disappointed when things that definitely deserve it don't get the recognition. But I'm like, if you're if you're just otherwise talking down on solid films, just for the sake of doing it, or just because you think certain entertainment is beneath you, then you're probably newsflash, you're going to get less of them smaller films that you do want to see made, man. Like another